objects of mindfulness. Mindfulness involves intentionally bringing attention to a chosen object of focus in the present moment. The object of mindfulness is simply what you are paying attention to right now. Different objects of focus may work better depending on the person, situation, emotional state, sensory preferences, or nervous system activation level. Internal objects of focus. Attention is directed inward toward internal experiences. Examples: breath sensations, body sensations, thoughts, emotions, urges, mental imagery, and internal energy or tension. Internal objects of focus can help increase emotional awareness, improve interoception, build self-understanding, and notice patterns without reacting automatically. Directing attention inward toward internal experiences. Breath sensations. Feeling the breath at the nostrils, chest, or belly. Body sensations. Noticing tension, warmth, pressure, tingling, or other body feelings. Thoughts. Observing thoughts as words or images passing through the mind. Emotions. Noticing emotions and where they show up in the body. Mental imagery. Observing mental images, memories, or visualizations. Urges and impulses. Noticing urges or impulses without acting on them. Practice choose one internal object of focus. Notice it with curiosity and kindness. When your mind wanders, gently return, directing attention inward toward internal experiences. Internal focus helps increase self-awareness, emotional understanding, and connection with your body and mind. Breath sensations. Feeling the breath at the nostrils, chest, or belly. Body sensations. Noticing physical sensations like tension, warmth, pressure, tingling, or aches. Thoughts. Observing thoughts as words or images passing through the mind. Emotions. Noticing emotions and where they show up in the body without judgment. Mental imagery. Observing mental images, memories, or visualizations as they arise. Inner dialogue. Noticing the inner voice, self-talk or repeating phrases or mantras. Urges and impulses. Noticing urges or impulses without acting on them. Energy and tension. Noticing internal energy, restlessness, heaviness, or areas of tension. Practice. Choose one internal object of focus. Notice it with curiosity and kindness. When your mind wanders, gently return to the chosen object. External objects of focus. Attention is directed toward something outside the body. Examples: sounds in the environment, visual details in the room, music, nature, texture of an object, smells or tastes, movement in the environment. External objects of focus can help ground someone during anxiety or dissociation, increase orientation to the present moment, reduce over-identification with thoughts, create a sense of safety and stability. External objects of focus. Directing your attention to something outside your body. External focus helps anchor attention in the present moment and can be grounding, stabilizing, and orienting. Examples: sounds, birds, traffic, wind, raindrops, voices, music, or any other sound in the environment. Sights, colors, shapes, objects, nature, visual details in the environment. Touch, the texture of an object, temperature, pressure, or contact with surfaces. Smells, scents in the air, flowers, coffee, candles, or natural smells. Movement, watching movement around you, people walking, leaves blowing, waves, or animals. Nature, trees, clouds, sky, water, plants, animals, landscapes, the natural world. Taste, the flavor of food or drink, noticing each sip or bite mindfully. Objects, focusing on a specific object like a candle, stone, plant, or a meaningful item. Environment, the overall feel of your surroundings, light, sounds, spaces, and atmosphere. Practice tip, choose one external object. Notice it with curiosity and openness. When your mind wanders, gently return to the object. External visual focus. Examples: candle flame, leaves moving in the wind, colors in the room, clouds, artwork, patterns, or textures. Looking for specific colors or shapes. Practice. Example, notice 5 things you can see without judging them. External visual objects of focus, directing your attention to visual things outside your body. External visual focus helps anchor attention in the present moment and can be grounding, stabilizing, and orienting. Examples: candle flame, the steady glow and movement of the flame, leaves in nature, trees, plants, flowers, or natural details in your environment, scenery, mountains, lakes, skylines, or wide landscapes, art and patterns, paintings, designs, patterns, shapes, or textures, clouds, the shapes, colors, and movement in the sky, objects, everyday items like a cup, a book, or any meaningful object, colors and light, the play of light, shadows, and colors around you, water, waves, streams, rain, or the movement of water. Practice tip, choose one visual object. Notice it with curiosity and openness. When your mind wanders, gently return to what you see. Internal visual focus. Examples: mental imagery, imagining a peaceful place, observing memories or images passing through the mind, visualizing light, warmth, or grounding, or watching thoughts like clouds or subtitles. Practice example: notice any images appearing in the mind without trying to change them. Internal visualization objects of focus, directing your attention to images you create in your mind. Internal visualization focus helps anchor attention in the present moment and can be grounding, stabilizing, and orienting. Examples: calm place, visualizing a peaceful place where you feel safe and relaxed. Nature scene, imagining a forest, mountain trail, beach, or garden in detail. Safe space, creating a private, comforting space that feels secure. Healing light, visualizing warm, calming light surrounding or supporting you. Floating on clouds, imagining yourself resting on soft clouds, feeling supported and at ease. Reflection in water, visualizing a clear, calm lake reflecting clarity and stillness. Comforting memory, bringing to mind a positive memory and visualizing it as vividly as possible. Inner symbol, using a meaningful symbol like a heart, star, or tree that represents strength. Internal auditory focus. Examples: internal dialogue, thoughts as words, mental repetition of a phrase or mantra, imagined music, silent counting, compassionate self-talk. Practice. Example: notice the tone of your inner voice. Internal auditory objects of focus, directing your attention to sounds within your mind. Internal auditory focus helps anchor attention in the present moment and can be grounding, stabilizing, and orienting. Examples: humming, listening to the sound of your own humming or vocalizing. Inner tones, focusing on a steady tone, chime, or bell in your mind. Mental sounds, noticing any sounds that naturally arise within your mind. Imagined soundscape, creating or listening to a calming sound in your imagination. Music in mind, listening to a song or melody in your imagination. Repeated word or mantra, silently repeating a work, phrase, or mantra. Rhythmic sounds, focusing on the sound of waves, a heartbeat, or a steady rhythm. Inner voice, listening to a kind, calming, or guiding inner voice. Practice tip: choose one internal sound. Notice it with curiosity and openness. When your mind wanders, gently return to the sound. External auditory focus. Examples: birds, rain, traffic sounds, music, a singing bowl, the hum of a fan, other people speaking. Practice example: listen for the farthest sound you can hear. Internal auditory objects of focus, directing your attention to sounds within your mind. Internal auditory focus helps anchor attention in the present moment and can be grounding, stabilizing, and orienting. Examples: ocean waves, the rhythmic sound of waves crashing and receding. Flower water, the gentle sound of a stream, river, or waterfall. Birds chirping, the natural sounds of birds singing in the environment. Rainfall, the steady sound of rain falling nearby. Wind in the trees, the rustling leaves and movement of wind through trees. City of sounds, traffic, voices, horns, or the ambient sounds of a busy environment. Cafe ambiance, background sounds of conversation, dishes, and activity. Distant thunder, the far-off rumble of thunder, the distance. Practice tip: choose one sound outside of you. Listen with curiosity and openness. When your mind wanders, gently return to the sound.